In today's episode we're going to carry on with the same list. We're going to be doing another bit of ranked. I think in the last game I might have actually unintentionally not done ranked, which is a little bit awkward, but that's what I was hoping to do, and see if we can get some wins. So I'm not going to go through the list again. I'm going to be playing the list basically until I stop having fun. I'm really enjoying this. If you do want to see something different, I'd love to hear suggestions from you, but I'm actually just really enjoying this. And it's not that I don't want to make content for other captains or with other crews. I'm just having a lot of fun with this and working out how it works, and hopefully trying to climb the ranks a little bit as well. So if you're enjoying it, please do like, comment, subscribe. Subscribing is the most important thing you can do, or you can join us over on Patreon. But if you do want to see things different, just let me know. I'd be happy to play lists submitted by you guys. I've played a couple already in the past. If you want to see something specific, a specific build around, anything like that, just let me know. I'm very much open to suggestions, and I just really want to make this fun for everyone. But at the moment, I'm just having a blast playing this list, so I really don't want to stop. It's not usually my sort of thing to play one thing over and over and over again, but I'm enjoying it, so let's do it. Ooh, okay, LME. We know who this is. This is going to be standby. Points for victory, rank up. Ooh, got a little rank up animation. So we know they're a good player. They're playing Gardener Joe, which is fairly awkward for Extilior now, because often the plants end up at 4 health. So they're 3, I believe, initially, and 4 with the buff. So it's going to be hard to actually just clear these out for free, but I think we're in a pretty reasonable spot to do so. This is also the longest loading time I've ever seen on the screen. But there we go. Okay, so we're on the Cholek Temple. Where do we need to hold? It still amazes me how beautiful these maps are. Okay, so it's just those two.
Opponent's turn. And
they're going first. Not what we'd ideally have, but hey. Okay, so what's their deployment going to be? Probably a Deadeye. One thing I've seen recently as well. Oh, it's Severia's just going to protect herself. Yeah, that makes sense. So one thing I've seen recently, which is really interesting, is that the devs basically said that the win rate is about 57% for first turn, and they want to try and do something to make that a little bit less moving forward. In fact, how far? Okay, Severia can actually move in range there, so maybe we just Detonia over here. Just toss the explosive and protect her a little bit. And they want to try and basically amend that. And one of the things I think is having a stronger 3-drop, because there's not really many that come to mind in terms of being like a really powerful turn 3 play. So having the extra leadership doesn't have as big of an impact as you might think. Well, okay, so they can go this way but not that way, which is nice for us, because it means they have to come towards Extilior if they want to. Protect themselves, I assume. Yep. So we're probably going to have to go over here and go for points, and then maybe consider ambushing over here next turn with Arya, because I think we need to start getting a points advantage early. So getting over here could be worth it. So what can we do here?
Your turn. No one is
we can take a bunch of damage for that. I mean, first of all, we know that we're going to do this. This is a pretty solid choice, so we might as well just do that immediately. We can come over here and spin, just to get rid of that. Titonia can move to safety a little. Well, let's just spin first, because we don't have anything else we're going to play for 3, do we really? No, it's just Deadeye, and Deadeye's going to be coming. So, spin first. Get that cleared up. Move over here. We're going to deploy Deadeye somewhere with line of sight onto Zhou. And he's taking the shot because we can. So we're just trying to get ourselves a little bit ahead, have more damage on the battlefield. Next turn we're going to have 5, so we can either hit and run or Antios if we need to, which is a really nice chunk of damage. We've got 4 or 5 as and when we need it. Interesting enough though, may not even be enough to chew through Severia. So if they give us a route where we don't need to play one of those two, we're going to play Arya over here and just try and start chewing out points a little bit. But otherwise we're going to just do our best. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, so Crosshair, the monster. Crosshair is unreal with this. I cannot get my head around how much damage Crosshair just gets to put out all the time. Crosshair needs, like, I'm not one that calls for nerfs very often, but I think Crosshair needs a little bit toning down. Even losing 1 damage, or the old condition where Crosshair used to have to be on the battlefield first would make a big difference. Okay, so Titonia's going to come over here, touch this, and explosives all 3 of these. Because we know that needs to be the case. So, what can we do here with 5? We can get Antios, but can we get it in range? No. So it's hit and run's the only thing we can do here, and that won't even kill it. So, how do we deal with this? I mean, we can just come in close. Are we anywhere near getting in range of the spin?
Orders.
We're not quite. So what can we do to deal with that? This is a very awkward turn. If the spin hit things already, we'd be fine. I actually don't know what we do here. I think this might be pretty much the end of our hopes. I think this probably has to be the choice. And basically make sure that everything on the battlefield that we've used is actually just... In fact, we could have just... I think this is actually okay, just holding here so that Crosshair has less options to move. Because they're going to be able to probably kill some of these. But this way, everything on the battlefield's moved, so Crosshair doesn't have a free 6 damage target. And we should be able to deal with that next turn. And then, if we need to, Arya can come up here and we can start trying to tick the points. This only being 2 is really nice for us, and then having Titonia here with whatever we choose to follow up with to clear this out will be really nice. So, Saria trying to get over here and clear this up is also sensible. Yeah, so I'm assuming this is going to be... We lose the barrier and they're going to put a shield over here if they haven't already. Have they got 4 damage? Have they got Antios here? Oh, Tipu, okay. Sure. And they've got 1 more deployment, I assume?
It's impermanent.
Are they must be deploying 1 more thing. They can't just leave Hit and Run alive here. Yeah, I mean, they have to. Okay, there's Stitchy. Oh, Stitchy had the heal as well. Okay, so do we have any AoE here?
Your turn. Your opponent
We've got our
has a
Antios
1-point lead.
or Arya, basically.
Grenade.
Okay, so Exterior can come in and hit hard. We want to go somewhere, ideally, where we could hit here as well. There's nowhere we could hit both, so what are our follow-ups going to be? We could do Stitchy. Antios might be worth it. Okay, so I do think we're going to come in here and just get the toss first and try and get... I don't know where's the best. I think just going for mass AoE might be reasonable. Let's go for this. We can send something else to deal with that if we need to. So we can just Sword of Justice here. Kill Stitchy. At this point, can Arya get a good line of sight over there? That's like not without using our leadership. So I think it's probably just going for Furia here and take a reasonable shot. Okay, there we go. So we leveled things out a bit. It's not great, but with Peacemaker Balam next turn, if they group up again, we're going to have a good balance for Tipu. Especially if they hit and we can just keep putting a bit of hurt onto Tipu here. We're perfectly fine if they want to heal up at this point. That's fine. Because we're going to be able to have enough damage next turn, so it all depends on what they play here. If they play their own Balam and stun here, then that's going to be a problem. But if they don't, it might be okay. I'm really curious as to what their follow-up is going to be. This should probably be a Balam. Yeah. This, like, if they'd have Balam, this is the time to play it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Because then we can't deal with Tipu. We have to spend all our resources dealing with Balam. If they don't have that, this is our Captivator Xianya turn without a doubt. You know, we could just place it over here, snare the whole battlefield. I mean, to be honest, that's probably what we try and do anyway. And just deal with everything we can do. They've only got 1 resource left, so Balam can't be it. Nectarvine. Okay, that's fine. A nuisance, sure. So this could be a really nice Xianya turn.
1-point lead.
So if we go, say, over here first and hit there. So that can kill that.
Peak efficiency.
Tipu, we don't care too much about. So that spin there gets Furia, but this won't. Oh, it will anyway. Oh well. So where does Yanya go here? This could be... the ability range isn't quite there, so this is where I want to go. Yeah. And we're going to capture all three of these. So Titonia needs to move out of the way. Yanya captures these three. We can lob explosives over here, I think. Just chew this out a little bit. Get this hit. And now we should be in a decent spot.
Well done, Captain. You have a clear point
Because now
advantage.
Tipu can't
Opponent's
attack
turn.
anything.
You have a 2-point lead.
They're going to need to even attack Zyanya to even have a chance for Tipu to attack anything. And then we've got Balam next turn. So I don't know... Like, I don't think we're guaranteed to win this by any means, but Zyanya's in a really strong spot here. They're going to want to start dealing damage to different places. Okay, so they're going for Noxie. Come on, get the wrong one. Oh, I got Tipu. Damn it. That's the one thing we didn't want it to go. Okay, they can kill here, that's fine. So we're still going to get damage there. They're going to get a Toxoid. It still baffles me that Toxoid can move straight away. Because now Toxoid can just... Yeah, this is ridiculous that this can do this. And if they get Nuisance to attack, then Zyanya is useless. Because it's going to go down to 1, so we'd need to heal first. However... Yeah, so they got Nuisance off, so we just have to leave this alone, basically. Unless we've got anything that heals, but it's only Stitchy.
Your turn. You have a 1-point lead.
So what do we do?
Ready.
Can we kill 3 units? I think the answer to that's probably no.
Grenade.
Can we Toxoid something? Sorry, not Toxoid, Balam. Okay, so what if we choose to die here? If we choose to die, we might be able to fit through. But we can also just Stitchy and heal. So let's try Stitchy and heal first.
Oh, me? Remember, your body won't grow back.
So then we'll move back here.
Sending a message.
Capture these two.
Peak efficiency.
I guess we just... I guess we slap here. This is how we're going to win, if anything. Okay. To be honest, I also think we probably just Aria here. And given they've got a Toxoid, we'll just take a shot here, try and chip some damage off.
Would a grenade help?
Detonia can't really do anything, because we just want to make sure that objective's contested.
Opponent's turn.
Like, I don't
You
feel
have a
good about this.
1-point lead.
Like, I really don't. I feel very much like this is a struggle, because Tipu... Every time Tipu's the one that gets unlocked first. This doesn't feel fair. So, what have they got to follow up? Basically, all I'm trying to think of is how we can score the points to win, not anything other than point. That miss is nice for us, because now that means Toxoid can't attack until they place a plant. But they will place a plant, so it's not that big of a deal. But we're trying to find a way that we can just kill a bunch of units in one turn. Like, Crosshair could be good, Antios. What we're going to have, 9 next turn, so we can't place 2 things either. Like, they're going to be able to kill here. So this is Titonia, yep, so that means they can also kill Tipu.
Glittering
Yeah.
plumes.
Oh, Toxoid's so fast. Oh, they just go for Captain. Okay. There is a world where this is bad news for them. Especially if Toxoid lives. Like, here we could potentially just spin and start churning out damage. And seeing if we can actually end them. Because we're going to score 1 anyway. We've got Aria to follow up. They're healing a bunch here, that's the problem.
Captain, your health is at 50%. Your turn.
So
You
we
have a
have to
1-point
deal with
lead.
things here. So So Sword of Justice seems reasonable. I think from Sword of
What is
Justice,
your expiration date?
Nutrient Syringe.
Ready.
Given that they have a unit here already, we just hit that and move over this way. We then can just bring out Peacemaker Balam and see if we can get a nice little hit over here. So we might be able to... We can get both of these, that's nice enough for this turn.
Suncork one.
We're going to leave her there. And we Stitchy might as well punch there. And then Arya can just come over and try and hit there to Titonia, I guess. Come on, get it. Okay.
Well done, Captain. You have a clear point advantage.
Right, so now we're at least ahead in
Opponent's
points.
turn. You
We're
have a
scoring over
2-point
here.
lead.
We've got Crosshair and Antios to come. So we're going to be up to 11, which potentially is enough to play both of these and activate next turn and go for some big damage. So let's see if there's any way of finishing off this next turn. They're probably going to have to try and kill Crosshair, Peacemaker Balam here. But if there is a world where we can... Ooh! Oh, please use your ability. Oh no, because it's not a very big pull, is it? Okay, so... Yep, this is fine. So we're going to score at least 1 point on our turn, it looks like. So the question is, can we deal with enough of these in one go to get the win? I don't think we're going to be quite there yet, but we're not going to be far off. Over here we can get maybe 2. Okay, yep. And are they going to pull? Ooh, they hit Tipu.
Your health
So
is at 50%.
that's fine, because we can actually just end Tipu now. Like, Arya can end Tipu, and might be just short of enough damage to deal with this. So we score 1. Arya comes into... Sure, whatever.
Your turn. No one is in the lead.
I think we have to take the pot shot here because we need all the Cinder. Of course we missed. Okay, so I think that's probably the end of this game. Okay, so let's just come over here.
Serving.
Spin.
Executing justice.
I don't think we can do anything. I think we are going to be just short here. So, oh, we can't actually place Crosshair. Brilliant. Okay, so is there anything we can do? We should have gone here then. I guess we just place Crosshair down to contest the point. Shoot there. And that's really it. I don't think we've got any chance here. Unfortunately,
is in the lead.
I think this is
Sudden death
probably
will begin on
the
next turn.
the end of our hope here. So I'll give it one more turn. Apologies for looking at my phone. I've got something happening very shortly. Yeah, I think we're just dead here. There you go. So that's 6 damage. That's 7, and we die to Tipu. Well played to Standby. Well played to LME. Really good game. I don't think I quite knew where to go from there. I couldn't deal with things quick enough. I didn't really pick up on things when I needed to, and I also don't think I played units at the right time. I felt a couple of times like I didn't have a good answer to play, so that's definitely something to consider for future. Really well played game by our opponent. Lots of fun. I'm more than happy to lose when our opponents play well. It's really, really good fun regardless. For now, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please do like, comment, subscribe, join us on Patreon. Anything you can do to support the channel is really, really appreciated. But most of all, for now, thank you again for watching, and most importantly, is to have a good day.